In general, this numerical platform can be used for any applications, industrial or biomedical applications where we are dealing with the complex geometry.
I recently had the opportunity to chat with 5 early career researchers about their exciting practical work in molecular communication. This was in Erlangen, Germany for the 2023 workshop on molecular communications. In this series of videos, I'm sharing what they had to say about their presented work, how the technologies could be used in applications, and what they'll be working on next. This video features Nadya Briantceva at King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia. Nadya presented work on a software platform to model signaling over compressible fluids in complex geometries.
My name is Nadya Briantceva, and I came from Saudi Arabia, the KAUST University. On my poster presentation, I demonstrated the work in progress that we are doing in our computational fluid dynamics lab. We have our in-home framework. And I cannot say that before were not done this kind of simulations, but yes, in molecular communication, there's only few works that are considering the complex channel geometry, where it's analyzed through the communication perspective. The framework that we are using, the novelty is that it never was applicable for the incompressible fluids. Our framework, it's based on a discontinuous Galerkin numerical method, which allow to work with complex geometry of the channels. Aerodynamics, I would say. Our lab is mostly concentrated on this application. I'm bringing the idea to try to implement this framework towards the molecular communication applications. We are targeting the particularly drug delivery applications. In general, this numerical platform can be used for any applications, industrial or biomedical applications where we are dealing with the complex geometry. Most of the works that I face in diffusion-based molecular communication works, we are dealing with just simple geometries, the channels, so it would be interesting to get some insights and visualize all of them in the future. For example, in biomedical applications, the thing that we can vary the parameters of the framework, we can go through the compressible fluids by adapting our Mach number towards the incompressible fluids, and also we can vary the turbulence to go from the laminar flow by adapting the Reynolds number in our framework. Yes, and also playing around boundary conditions, the place where we are injecting our concentration and also making our transmitter and the receiver. We have a lot of freedom here, like where we insert it and whether we have mobile or different types of receivers that also can be included in the geometry of these channels. I think the framework by itself, it's already self-contained, so everything is finished. So in our future plan is just get more results out of it, because it's just the starting point, given some applications and maybe collaborating with the biologists and chemists, so we can better understand which physics we need to apply, which parameters will be the better fit for our particular models. So far, yes, the most interesting part is to analyze this framework and adding the communication part to it. Of course, this framework we took from the computational fluid dynamics lab, but considering this system from the communication perspective, how we can transmit our information through these geometries and by applying different physics, yes, it would be more interesting. I think it will be published not as a framework itself, because the papers about this particular framework are already been published. So in terms of the molecular communication and applicability of this framework, there's the plan to publish this. I came to Saudi 4 years ago. I started my master PhD track there. And yes, I started to work on molecular communication just at the end of my master program, and yes, I decided to continue. During my bachelor and at KAUST, I was on the applied mathematics and computer science track. I'm also in the same track at KAUST right now.
Great, thank you.
Welcome.
That's all for now. Thanks for watching. You can like the video and leave feedback in the comments. I will be sharing more conversations from the 2023 workshop on molecular communications in a later video, and these will be combined in a playlist. Consider subscribing to stay up to date with releases, or if you'd like to see more research highlights and tutorials on biophysical communication engineering. See you next time.